How's it going? My name is Joe Hernandez, a doctor of physical therapy and spine and rehab specialist. This is Ale, also works for spine and rehab specialist. So today I'd like to go over a simple exercise you can do for your shoulders at home. So for those of you quarantined wanting to get those gains and keep them gains going, we're going to show you a couple of things that you can do. So the exercise that Ale is going to be performing today is for your rotator cuff, more specifically your external rotators that are here in the back. So what this exercise is called is a sideline external rotation. So Ale, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and doing the motion. So all she's doing, she's keeping her shoulder blade nice and locked in, and she's lifting up. Now, Ali's not using any weight for this exercise. Her rotator cuff's a little weak, so we want her to start off small. For those of you at home, throw a pound, 2 pounds. If you don't have access to weights, go ahead and use a can of soup, something with some decent weight to it. These are small muscles, so you don't need to add a lot of resistance to get that same force that you want to use for this type of exercise. Try 3 sets of 10 and see how it goes. Okay, so the next exercise we'll be going over is the prone row exercise. So this is going to target more of your scapular muscles here in the back. So I'll go ahead and start the movement. So a lot of what it looks like that Ale is doing is more of an arm movement, but really you want to be focusing on what your shoulder blade is doing. So whenever I have a patient or a client doing this exercise, I always tell them lead with the shoulder blade. So the movement starts at the shoulder blade, going down and backwards, and going back. Very, very simple exercise. Ali's not using any weight, but like I said earlier, if you have a light weight or something with decent weight that you can use at home, more than welcome to. So for those of you staying at home, thinking about what exercises you can do, you might be thinking, first thing that comes to your mind, push-ups, right? Anyone who has a floor can go ahead and do push-ups on, but sometimes push-ups are a little bit hard. So a way that we can do the same type of exercise that's a little bit easier is just doing a simple push-up but up against the wall. So Ale, go ahead and perform the push-up. So a key thing you want to look out for this exercise is that your arms aren't flared out like a T. You want to be more like a letter A, and you want to be driving that force through your forearms. So making sure your elbows aren't flared out, everything's nice and tight. If you look at Ale, the angle that she's at, so the more she increases the angle at which she's standing, the harder the exercise is going to be. So if she makes a little bit more back, she's going to go. If it's a little too hard, she can step forward, make it a little bit easier. As you continue practicing this, you can mess with the angle until finally you can get on the floor and do a full-on push-up for real. So those are 3 simple exercises that you can try out at home. All 3 of them are very good. All of them are hitting different muscle groups. So definitely something you can play around with whenever you're doing your at-home programming. If you have any issues or any questions on these exercises, feel free to reach out to us, whether it be by email or phone call, if there's any problems that arise with the exercises, or if you simply want harder versions of the same exercise, we'll go ahead and have those requests made out for you.